Hi, amazing souls. This is Donna Williams with Donnaprana Global, and we are here for our first Mindful Monday of 2026. What is the opposite of mindful? Mindless. And I wanted to start this class because who wants to go through this year feeling mindless when instead you can feel mindful? And all that really means is that we are intentional with how we spend the time in our minds. So you don't really need a yoga mat. I'm going to sit on mine because it's here in my living room. You just need a place that is comfortable for you and where ideally you can sit down. So let's start with that. Let's start with a comfortable seat. You could be sitting on a chair. I like to sit on a cushion because it helps tip my pelvis forward. And I want you to start being mindful just with how you're sitting. So ideally, you have this comfortable place. It could also be your sofa. And I want you to sit in a way that makes your hips feel comfortable, where you can feel your lower body touching the floor, the earth, resting on something. I want you to be mindful about straightening your spine and feeling your heart open a little bit. I want you to be mindful about your shoulders dropping away from your ears. And just take a moment to be mindful about where you place your hands and arms. So if you have dropped them into your lap or you're resting them on the arms of your chair and that feels uncomfortable, then I want you to place them somewhere that does feel comfortable. All right. Be mindful of your breath, and all that means is to notice your breath as it moves easily in and out through the nostrils. So for this session today, we're just going to be breathing mostly in and out through the nose. So take a few easy breaths in and out through the nostrils. Seeing if you can slow your breath down. And one of the things I have discovered in this lifetime is that if we are going through life so quickly, it is almost impossible to be mindful and pay attention to anything that we're doing. So just by slowing down our breath, by slowing down this moment this morning, not having to do 5,000 things at once, we are already dropping into a state of mindfulness. Beautiful. Before we do anything else, I also want you to just tune in to your sense of whether you want to journal at the end of this time together. So we'll have 5 minutes at the end of our 15-minute session. And if you do want to journal, then just take some time now, very slowly, just to go and grab your journal, grab a pen. If you don't have one, it's absolutely fine. You can also just end the class at 15 minutes, or you can just ruminate and reflect by sitting there with the question we have at the end of the class. Easy breaths. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of mindful movement. And again, all that means is that we're actually paying attention to how we feel. So you're going to gently turn your head to the right side. Take your eyes with you. Notice how your neck feels when you do that. No good or bad, just noticing how we feel. Keep breathing while you have your head turned to the right side. And then with your exhale, just slowly and mindfully turn your head and gaze to the left side. Keep your shoulders low while you're here. Notice how your neck feels. Make sure you're continuing to breathe. And we'll just do that a couple more times. So over you go, breathing out, turning your gaze and your head to the right side. Keep those shoulders low again. So we're being mindful not to bring the shoulders up towards our ears. Keep breathing. Slowly turn your head and gaze to the left side. We're going to do one more on each side. All the way over to the right. Keep breathing while you're here. Slowly, with an exhale, take your gaze, turn your head over to the left. And you might have a sense of wanting to hurry. Try to avoid that. Try to just keep things slow and intentional. And then gradually with an exhale, you're going to bring your gaze back to center to look at me. All right. We're going to keep working with the neck. Just slowly drop the chin towards the chest. And keep breathing. You're just going to gradually take your chin towards your right shoulder on an inhale. Slowly back towards the center of your chest on an exhale. Inhale the chin towards the left shoulder on an inhale. And so you've almost got this kind of half circular movement back to the center of your chest on an exhale. And you can do this in your own time. Inhaling over to the right shoulder. Your chin stays low. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling over to the left shoulder. Exhaling back to center. And just take a couple more goes in your own time. Synchronizing breath and movement, which is also a way of moving mindfully. So we could move not paying attention to our breath. But when we synchronize breath and movement, we're not only being mindful, we're also doing yoga. Last one here, over to the left. Whenever you're ready, take your time with that. And exhaling back to center. And you can lift your gaze up straight forward now. Beautiful. Just rest your hands on your laps or your knee. And you're going to inhale, reach your heart, belly, throat forward. So it's like you're stretching the front body and the spine. Exhale, round the back body, chin to chest, take belly button to spine. We're just going to do this very slowly. Again, synchronizing breath and movement. Inhale, come forward, open, shoulders drop. Exhale, round the back body, push the shoulder blades out. If you're going slower than my voice, it's okay. Inhale, come forward and open. Exhale, round. Inhale, come forward and open. I'm going to do one more stretch the back body. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest, push your shoulder blades away from you. And then inhale, come back to a straight spine. Just pause. Be mindful of how you're feeling. So just notice how you're feeling. And when you're ready for an inhale, bring the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders up to the ears. Hold them. So hold the breath as well. And then exhale out through the mouth, release the shoulders. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale. Shoulders come up to the ears. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. Exhale through the mouth, release. Another one. Inhale. Hold the shoulders up. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale through the mouth. Release. Last one. Inhale, shoulders up. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale through the mouth, release. Down you go. Beautiful. We're going to add a twist. So when you are ready, no rush. Inhale, take the fingertips up to the sky. Spine is straight. If you're sitting in the chair, you can do this as well. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the right side and just bring your hands, one in front, one behind, to support you. And I want you to notice if the lower belly is poking out. I want you to see if you can draw that in. Keep the shoulders low and imagine that the back of your neck is lengthening up towards the sky. And then just be mindful and notice if you've stopped breathing. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Notice where your head needs to be to feel comfortable on your neck. And continue to take a couple of extra breaths here. No big stretch, no big rush. We're just noticing how the body feels today and synchronizing breath and movement. Breathe out through the mouth. Take an inhale. You're going to come back to center. Reach your fingertips to the sky again. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So when you exhale, exhale through the nose and turn towards the left. One hand in front, one hand behind. Just grabbing whatever you can grab. Notice if it feels the same or different on the other side here. All is good. Just paying attention to that and being mindful of how we feel. So shoulders stay low and we have this sense of the back of the neck reaching up towards the sky, lengthening. And remember to breathe in and out through your nose. Remember to have your gaze somewhere that feels very comfortable for your neck. Take a couple more breaths here. Take a slow breath out through the mouth. And inhale back to center. Reach your hands to the sky again. Lift up. And exhale, just relax your arms back into your lap. I'm sitting on a cushion, so I'm going to remove that. But if you're on your chair or your sofa, you can just stay where you are. And it doesn't matter where your legs are. What we're going to do is we're going to do some hip circles just to kind of unravel any tightness in the hips. So you can have your hands on your thighs or in front of your knees, but you're just going to take a very, very small circle. So to start with, it might just feel like moving the sides of your waist from one side to the other. Just try that to begin with and notice how you feel. Nice. And then you might begin to make these small circles. So it's like inhaling the belly button over to the right, forward, left, and then exhaling the belly button back behind you. So they don't have to be very big. It's more your waist than your shoulders. And if that feels okay and you want to take the circles a bit bigger, you can. It's a sense of breathing forward and exhaling back. And I want you to, again, see if you can synchronize the breath moving in and out through the nose with your movement. So the inhale is the expansion forward, and the exhale is the rounding of the back body back. You're just going in one direction to start with. This usually feels pretty good on the lower back and the spine, especially first thing in the morning. And then I want you to slowly go in the other direction. So you're inhaling the belly button to the left and forward, over to the right, exhaling, pushing the belly button back and around. If you feel awkward, it's okay. Welcome to being human. Maybe your body isn't quite synchronizing yet. That's also very fine. But this idea that you're bringing your body and your spine into this kind of fluid circular motion. Synchronized breath and movement. Take a couple more circles in this direction. And then slowly stop and have a nice straight spine. And if your legs are crossed because you're sitting on the floor and you want to put your legs in any other position, you can. We're just going to sit here for a moment with a few mindful thoughts. I know, crazy to focus on our mind when we're being mindful, but it's so easy for our thoughts to be caught up in whatever else is going on in the world, whatever everybody is projecting onto us. And so I wanted to just give you a few minutes here to be mindful with your thoughts. And if you're sitting on a sofa or a chair, you can just lean back in it. Nice straight spine with your eyes open or closed, whatever feels better for you. And just rest your awareness inside your mind. It's almost like you're resting your awareness on your brain. The breath stays easy, moving in and out through the nose. And quite often in meditation, the idea is to just let your thoughts come and go. But today, I want you to be mindful of your thoughts. And I just want you to notice if there are any thoughts in your brain right now. And if there are, what is the quality of those thoughts? Are they helpful or unhelpful in getting you through this day and this week? And we're not judging how our mind is thinking right now. It doesn't matter if we're stressed or anxious or we're happy or sad. We are just becoming aware of the thoughts in our mind. So it's almost like with this stillness and this focus on the inside of your mind, you're saying a little hello to whatever is there. And then I want you to create one thought, consciously and intentionally create one thought that is going to be helpful to you today. And it could be anything from I am strong. I've got this. I love you. You're amazing. Keep going. Any thought that is going to be helpful to you today, I want you to just create that right now. And I want you to take the last minute or so of this practice, just repeating that thought over and over again. So we are mindful of the thoughts we are focusing on in our brains today. And some of those other thoughts might try and come back in. That's okay. You're just going to keep bringing your awareness back to the thought you've created, the helpful thought that you've created, just for about another 30 seconds. Beautiful. You can let go of that beautiful thought you've created. You can let go of your breathing. Keep breathing, but you don't have to focus on any breathing pattern. If you would like to journal with me, I'm going to get my journal because I instructed you to do that, but I didn't do it myself. So grab your journal. This is just a little pre-writing exercise, and we're going to give it 5 minutes, about 5 minutes. And the question to start us off at the beginning of this year is what this week, we're not going to go for the year, we're going to go for the week just so it feels more achievable or we're not overwhelmed. Uh, what are you going to focus your mind on? What am I going to focus my mind on this week? What am I going to focus my mind on this week? And there's no right or wrong answer. Just you do you, and you write down whatever comes to mind. All right. Take your time, keep going if you need to. I wish you such a mindful Monday, a mindful week, a mindful year, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And I'm going to see you next time here pretty much every Monday for another mindful moment and sending you lots and lots of love. Namaste, beautiful souls. Namaste.